Okay, guys, I just finished putting the ultra copper RTV onto my sensor behind the O-ring. See the O-rings right there? And I just put the RTV right behind it. Um, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there it is. Okay, trying to focus it up. So I'm just using this tool right here to poke behind this and take some from this tool and put it on here instead of using my hand. And now it's been like over 3 minutes. I can go ahead and go down to my engine and install this my crankshaft position sensor here. The surface, the matte surface on the hole is clean with alcohol. I just cleaned it already with alcohol, and now I'm going to install it on. Before, now you want to install them before it dries up, okay? So it's been like 3 to 5 minutes, so I'm afraid it's going to dry it up. So I'm just going to install it back on. So it's basically that's how it is. Just put the RTV right behind the O-ring. You see the O-ring right there? Yeah, just on that surface right there, because it's gonna meet the block, and that's gonna seal up so the oil won't come out again. Because that's where the oil come out. And just put some on that. You see that little spot right there, that gap right there. I put RTV all around that gap too. This gap right here. See back here? Yeah. So it's ready, and you don't want to put no RTV on the sensor, like right by the sensor on the gray spot, okay? Just behind the O-ring, where that, where that matte surface. And I cleaned alcohol on the block surface already, and now I'm gonna install it on and bolt it back on. Um, so make sure it's clean, and the O-ring, make sure the O-ring, if you're gonna use new O-ring, put new O-ring in. Make sure the O-ring is in there, and just plug it back on, install it back on. Um, Make sure you clean all the wire, have the wire connection getting ready, and basically I'm just gonna plug it back on and move around until it hits the gaps, until it's the sensor is it's installed into the block. If you're having a problem, use something to push it. There it is. You hear that click? It's in. Okay, so now I'm basically gonna twist it where the bolt holes. I have the bolts ready, it's clean. I don't think I'm gonna use any Loctite or anything like that, like thread Loctite or anything. I just clean it up with brake cleaner, and basically, as long the bolt is good, no rust, no cracking on the bolt, that's good. If you have to, go ahead and buy you a new bolt if you wanted to, if your bolt is bad. But I wouldn't put in Loctite because you never know. I have to take the bolt out again later. You never know. So I'm just gonna tighten it down using the right torque. That'll be good enough. I use a 10mm socket to hold this bolt and turn it in first. Then I'm gonna use the wrenches to torque it in. Um, if you want to use the go ahead and twist around, see where the hole is at. I'm gonna make sure uh, the bolt is right onto the hole before let me put the camera down so I can uh, find the hole to bolt this in. Okay, I gotta twist over to the left side a little bit to get into the hole, and you see that now now the bolt is in, is turning into the hole, and yeah, it's in. Just gotta push over to the left side a little bit so it's a little bit crooked like that. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how the hole will get into it. Make sure you push it in where it goes all the way in, like where you hear that click sound before. Yeah. Um, Try to put some RTV around this corner right there. That corner right there. You can put more if you want to. Just fill that spot, because leak might fall out from that place right there. And that's basically it. So after this, I can just use a torque wrench, or I can torque it with my own hand, if I know the right torque. And okay, make sure you don't want to over torque it, because it might mess up. So make sure RTV is on good. Put more if you wanted to, just don't over put. So over the O-ring, then it should be good. And then after that, just go ahead and plug the connection back on. You see this connection? Plug it back on to the connection right there, connector. Plug it back on to the crankshaft position sensor there, and it's ready. So after this, I plug it back on, and I can just go ahead and change my oil filter to a new oil filter and put new oil in, and then I'm gonna probably do a video putting back my my exhaust system, the gasket, putting the gasket. Well, I'm not putting the gasket on yet. I'm just gonna put the downpipe in here and bolt it loose like that, and put it back up here to put the downpipe up to the header, and just start the car up after that, and check for leaks. That's it, guys. That's it for this video. Now check my next video and see how things are, and I'll update it. I'll let you know what's going on. Alright guys, see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.